Stop scrolling for a second. If you've ever felt like fitness isn't meant for you because of your age, your body, or your busy life, this video is for you. What if I told you that getting stronger after 40 or as a woman is not only possible, but actually easier when you train the right way? Stay with me because this might completely change how you see fitness.
Fitness is for everyone, and that's not just a motivational line. It's a reality that too many people have been told to forget. Somewhere along the way, fitness became associated with a very narrow image of who belongs: young, already fit, confident, and pain-free. Anyone outside that image was made to feel like an outsider, like fitness was something they missed the chance to do. But the truth is, the human body is designed to move at every stage of life, and movement is not reserved for a specific age group, body type, or background. Whether someone is in their 20s, 40s, 60s, or beyond, the body still responds to smart, intentional movement when it is done with respect and consistency. Age does not cancel the body's ability to adapt. In fact, movement becomes more important as we get older, not less. Muscles weaken only when they are not used. Joints become stiff when they are ignored. Balance declines when it is never challenged. The moment someone decides to start moving again, the body begins responding, regardless of how many birthdays have passed. Fitness at any age is not about reversing time. It's about supporting the body you have right now so it can carry you through the years ahead with more ease, strength, and independence. For women especially, the idea that fitness expires after a certain age has caused unnecessary fear and frustration. Women's bodies go through hormonal changes, life transitions, and shifting responsibilities, yet they remain capable of becoming stronger and healthier at every stage. Fitness does not need to look the same for a 20-year-old and a 45-year-old, and that difference is not a weakness. It's wisdom. When workouts are chosen with intention and awareness, women often discover they feel more powerful and confident later in life than they ever did before. Fitness for everyone also means understanding that progress does not follow a single path. Some people start with walking because that's what their body can handle. Others start with light strength training to rebuild muscles they lost over time. Some need to focus on mobility and balance before anything else. All of these starting points are valid. There is no universal timeline and no deadline to begin. The only thing that truly matters is choosing to move forward instead of staying stuck in the belief that it's too late or not meant for you. When fitness is approached as a lifelong relationship rather than a short-term goal, everything changes. It becomes less about comparison and more about connection with your own body. It becomes less about chasing unrealistic standards and more about building energy, stability, and confidence for daily life. Fitness stops feeling intimidating and starts feeling supportive. And once that shift happens, people realize they were never excluded from fitness at all. They were simply waiting for an approach that finally included them. Women's fitness has been misunderstood for far too long, shaped by unrealistic expectations and narrow beauty standards that have little to do with real health. For years, women were taught that fitness meant taking up less space, weighing less, and constantly trying to change their bodies instead of understanding them. This mindset pushed the idea that success in fitness is measured by how small you can become, rather than how strong, capable, and energized you feel. But true fitness for women is not about shrinking the body. It is about strengthening it in ways that support everyday life, long-term health, and self-confidence. Strength is often misunderstood in women's fitness, even feared. Many women avoid resistance training because they believe it will make them bulky or unfeminine, yet the reality is exactly the opposite. Building strength helps shape the body, improve posture, protect the joints, and support bone density, which becomes especially important as women age. Muscle does not appear overnight, and women's hormonal makeup does not support extreme muscle growth without intentional and intense training. What strength training actually delivers is resilience, stability, and a sense of control over one's own body. When women shift their focus from shrinking to strengthening, the relationship with exercise changes completely. Workouts stop being a form of punishment for eating or resting and start becoming a tool for empowerment. Lifting weights, using body weight resistance, and performing functional movements teach the body how to move efficiently and safely. Everyday tasks like carrying groceries, lifting children, or standing for long periods become easier, and that physical ease translates into mental confidence. The body feels capable rather than fragile, which is a powerful shift for any woman. Women's fitness should also respect the natural rhythms of the body. Energy levels fluctuate. Hormones influence strength, recovery, and mood, and these changes are not weaknesses to be ignored. Training in a way that listens to the body, adjusts intensity when needed, and prioritizes recovery leads to better results and fewer injuries. Rest is not laziness, it is part of the process. Nourishment is not indulgence, it is fuel. When women are supported in listening to their bodies instead of fighting them, fitness becomes sustainable rather than exhausting. Becoming stronger also reshapes how women see themselves beyond physical appearance. Strength builds confidence that shows up in posture, decision-making, and daily life. It creates a sense of pride that comes from knowing the body is being cared for, not controlled. Fitness stops being about chasing approval and starts being about self-respect. And when women embrace strength over shrinking, they discover that health is not about becoming less of who they are, but about fully stepping into their power. After the age of 40, fitness requires a shift in mindset more than anything else. Many people believe that getting older means the body can no longer handle exercise, but the real issue is not age, it is how the body is trained and cared for. Smart training becomes far more important than hard training. This means choosing movements that support joints, protect muscles, and improve overall function instead of chasing exhaustion or pain. The goal is no longer to prove toughness, but to build a body that feels strong, stable, and reliable in everyday life. As the body ages, recovery naturally takes a little more time, and ignoring that reality often leads to injury or burnout. Smart training respects recovery as part of progress, not as a setback. Warming up properly, moving through full ranges of motion, and allowing rest days give the body a chance to adapt and grow stronger. When recovery is prioritized, workouts feel better, consistency improves, and the body responds more positively over time. Training smarter means understanding that doing less, but doing it well, often leads to better results than doing more without intention. Strength training becomes especially important after 40, not to build extreme muscle, but to preserve what naturally declines with age. Muscles support the joints, improves balance, and helps maintain a healthy metabolism. Combined with mobility work, it keeps the body moving freely and reduces stiffness that many people accept as inevitable aging. Smart training focuses on controlled movements, proper form, and manageable resistance that challenges the body without overwhelming it. This approach builds confidence because it allows progress without fear. Cardio also takes on a different role. Instead of pushing the heart to extremes, smart training emphasizes consistency and sustainability. Walking, cycling, swimming, and other low-impact activities support heart health without excessive strain on the joints. These forms of movement can be done frequently, fit easily into daily life, and contribute significantly to overall fitness. When combined with strength and mobility work, they create a balanced routine that supports long-term health rather than short-term exhaustion. Perhaps the most important aspect of smart training after 40 is learning to listen to the body. Pain is no longer something to push through blindly. Discomfort becomes information, a signal to adjust, rest, or modify. This awareness does not limit progress, it protects it. Fitness becomes a partnership with the body rather than a battle against it. Over time, this approach builds trust and consistency, allowing people over 40 to feel stronger, more capable, and more confident in their bodies without the need to train harder than they need to. Lasting fitness is built on habits that can be repeated, not on extreme efforts that drain motivation and energy. Many people start their fitness journey with intense routines, strict rules, and unrealistic expectations, believing that more effort will automatically lead to faster results. While this approach may create short-term changes, it often leads to burnout, frustration, and eventually quitting. Sustainable habits, on the other hand, are designed to fit into real life, making it possible to stay consistent even during busy or stressful periods. Consistency is the true driver of progress. A simple workout done regularly will always outperform a perfect workout done occasionally. When fitness becomes part of a routine rather than a temporary challenge, the body adapts gradually and safely. Small actions repeated daily or weekly create momentum, and momentum builds confidence. This steady approach allows the body to change in a way that feels natural rather than forced, reducing the risk of injury and emotional exhaustion. Sustainable habits also remove the pressure of perfection. There will be days when energy is low, schedules are full, or motivation feels distant. On those days, doing something small still matters. A short walk, light stretching, or a few minutes of movement keeps the habit alive. This mindset prevents the all-or-nothing thinking that causes many people to give up after a setback. Progress continues not because every day is perfect, but because effort never fully stops. Nutrition follows the same principle. Extreme diets may produce rapid results, but they are rarely maintainable. Sustainable nutrition focuses on balance, satisfaction, and nourishment rather than restriction. Eating enough to support energy, strength, and recovery helps the body function properly and reduces cravings over time. When food is no longer a source of guilt or stress, healthy choices become easier to maintain. This balance supports both physical results and mental well-being. Sustainable habits also support long-term health beyond appearance. Improved energy levels, better sleep, reduced stress, and increased mobility are often the first signs that a routine is working. These benefits reinforce the desire to continue, creating a positive cycle where fitness supports daily life instead of competing with it. Over time, the focus shifts away from quick fixes and toward building a lifestyle that feels strong, capable, and realistic. When fitness is built on habits that align with real life, it becomes something people return to again and again. Results may come more gradually, but they are far more likely to last. Sustainable habits create change that feels earned, manageable, and empowering, turning fitness from a temporary effort into a lasting part of everyday life. Fitness is often seen only as a way to change the body, but its impact on the mind is just as powerful, if not more. Movement has a direct effect on mental and emotional well-being, influencing mood, stress levels, confidence, and overall outlook on life. When people begin exercising with intention, they often notice changes in how they think and feel long before physical results appear. This mental shift is a critical part of long-term success, especially for women and individuals who have struggled with motivation or self-image in the past. Exercise acts as a natural stress reliever. Daily responsibilities, work pressure, and personal challenges build tension in both the body and the mind. Movement helps release that tension, providing a sense of clarity and calm that is difficult to achieve through rest alone. Even light physical activity can improve mood and reduce feelings of anxiety, making it easier to handle everyday challenges. Over time, this emotional release becomes one of the main reasons people stay consistent with their fitness routines. Confidence is another powerful mental benefit of fitness. Each workout completed, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that the body is capable and reliable. This sense of achievement builds self-trust and gradually changes how individuals see themselves. Instead of focusing on limitations, attention shifts toward abilities and progress. This confidence often extends beyond fitness, influencing how people carry themselves, make decisions, and engage with others in daily life. Mental fitness also involves patience and self-compassion. Progress is rarely linear, and setbacks are part of every journey. Learning to view these moments as temporary rather than failures protects motivation and mental health. Fitness teaches resilience by showing that improvement comes from persistence, not perfection. This mindset encourages people to continue showing up even when results are slow or challenges arise. Another important aspect of mental health and fitness is the sense of connection it creates. Whether through a community, a routine, or a personal commitment, movement helps people feel grounded and present. It provides time to focus inward, listen to the body, and reconnect with personal goals. This connection fosters a sense of balance that supports both physical and emotional well-being. When fitness is approached as a tool for both body and mind, it becomes far more meaningful. Physical strength supports mental strength, and mental clarity supports physical progress. Together, they create a foundation for a healthier, more confident life, where well-being is defined not only by how the body looks, but by how it feels, moves, and responds to the demands of everyday living.